Cause your vibe it be different. Can shine in your eyes what I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You finding your find in the sky, we gon' ride the ecliptic like a Mercury transit.
Peace, y'all. Say with Star Card Astrology, and I'm here to give your daily astrology guidance for Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. And I just want to say like, subscribe, and comment as it helps the channel grow. We're just trying to get, this information out to as much as people as possible. Anybody who's interested in astrology, anybody who's looking for some guidance and direction during these times as they get more unpredictable and more crazy than ever. And also, this is exactly 5 months that I've been sober off of cannabis. I quit April 21st, and yeah, just gonna keep it going. Really don't have any aspiration to look back at this point, so just want to congratulate myself on that. It's a big accomplishment for me. It was a big part of my life. A lot of my identity was through cannabis, and I chose to let that go and allow myself to transform into what I am today. So let's pop this off right here. All right, so like I said yesterday, we have the moon now at 10 degrees Leo. Okay, so definitely feeling more passionate about the things that we really want to create in life right now, while it's making these squares to the nodes, and definitely bringing about us feeling like we want love. We're looking for love. We want to be loved. Definitely want to be social. Definitely looking to have enjoy life. It might feel like we might not be a little bit with the nodes squaring it so heavily, but this is where we need to be open. We need to be open to love. We need to be open to the possibility of love presenting itself, and connecting with us in the right way. Now we have Mercury getting a lot closer, actually 2 degrees away from Virgo, and thus the sun. So the sun's going to pass over Mercury, right? Mercury is doing a degree a day here. Degree a day. Venus is moving a little bit. So look, they have Venus going a degree in 14 minutes, and that's fast. Mercury's going a degree in 4 minutes, but it's essentially moving fast, but it's moving backwards pretty fast now. So, and we have Venus catching up, still a little behind on the sun, but the sun is doing a half a degree a day, not even. So pretty soon we'll see Venus catch up to the sun. With half the speed. So about a week, right? About a week we'll see Venus flip the sun and become the evening star. Now it's rising before the sun, but pretty close with the sun, so it might actually be a little hard to see in the morning. I know I was looking out for it the other day. So yeah, we're getting ready for Mercury to regress into Virgo here. So our minds are definitely changing up, going from less of a space where we're worried about other people and more worried about our immediate environment, more worried about what we need to, come through and fix, in the in our surroundings and in our day-to-day life. This is where our minds are definitely we're gonna feel it change. Our focus will change, and we kind of have to embrace that change, right? Especially, it's coming off of this opposition with Jupiter. Jupiter's a big planet, so we can give it a couple degrees. It's about 3 degrees. So yeah, it's finishing its opposition with Jupiter, and this is where we can break away from us maybe believing things that are not aligned with our true self today, and get more focused on the finer details of what needs to change around us, what is really gonna help clean up our lives right now. And I think the mind is gently switching into that, as this retrograde is going. And this is more of a backtrack energy. This is us looking back at the things that we're like, oh, what do I need to fix? What do I need to actually complete? That I might have been, contemplating on and building on up until this point. I know that just happened for me. I've been working on a few projects for a few months now that I've been going back towards, and really cleaning them up, improving them, fine details, and getting them ready, to present to the world. And I'm gonna let them go even during this Mercury retrograde, because once they're ready, and they were initiated prior to this Mercury going retrograde. So this is what Mercury's trying to actually make happen and connect and communicate with the world with. It's not about Mercury retrograde, everything's all bad, everything's all wrong, everything's gonna go haywire, right? It's us backtracking through our minds. What did we leave on the table? What did we not fully connect with that we're meant to go back and connect with now? And so we have Mars making its trine with Pluto here. All right, 3 degrees. I mean, Saturn, sorry. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Saturn making its trine with Mars. So, actually making things happen is definitely not it feels harder than it actually is, I would say. Once we have enough information, we can move into it, but it's probably more about getting started is a little bit harder right now. Making things happen with other people might be a little bit harder right now, even though it's a trine. They're both retrograde. We kind of have to look at those aspects a little bit more. It might not be harder, but maybe we need to, look at who we need to connect with and form a team with to make things happen, right? And gather enough information to create whatever goal we're set out to create. For me, that's also been happening, right? I got in contact with some people to make some things happen in other places that are resources and connections that I've built and they have built over time, and we all can benefit from, and it doesn't make sense to go any other route with it. So and we have Pluto making these trines with the sun now. It's trining the sun heavy. So, our soul is definitely looking for change massively, I would say, right now. And it's definitely honed in on our major goals in life. Career aspect, goals, success. We're looking for what can we tweak, what can we fix to bring about some type of massive success. And I think it's not going to be the easiest thing to do if we get caught up on where we're not at yet, or why we're not there, or any of those things. This is going to be about us looking at the finer details of, well, what can I improve, what am I not doing, and do that. Now Neptune is making its opposition with Venus. So don't want to get caught up in believing in some love situation that's just impossible to happen, where they don't love you, or they don't see a future with you, or this is where we can kind of obsess about love or obsess about money and hope to win the lottery, like things like that. It's like, yeah, you could, but the odds are so low. And why put so much energy into that when you can put energy into creating and being realistic about what we can create right now, what resources we have that we can create with right now, and not getting really dreamy about this relationship could really work out, but they live in friggin' Alaska and have no intention of moving to where you live, or you moving there, or it working out in some type of way that's plausible, or that's actually based in something that could actually happen. Love does conquer all, but there has to be enough love there reciprocated for the outcome to align correctly. And I think that's what we're going to be looking at and really needing to look at. Oh, well, does this align properly, right? Am I in love as much as the person is in love with me? Is that really what's happening? And that's what we got to make sure that we look through this lens critically, to not get caught up, because we're human beings, we're beings of love, and love can really send our life in a whirlwind, and this is where we could get caught up in that. So all in all, look at the finer details of what we can tweak and fix to get to where we want to go, or where we feel like we're not at yet. That's going to be what gets us to the next spot, the next day, the next step in life right now. So let's see what the cards have to say. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. I'm trying to get this channel to pop. I'm trying to pop it off. Like, help me pop it off. It's it's up to y'all to really push this channel. I post on TikTok, IG, and Facebook from time to time. But I can't. There's only so much that I can do, especially when I do this and I make music, and I got to get all those projects together too, and I'm trying to get these weeklies going, get this podcast going. It's just been a lot trying to really like bunker down on and just get everything set in motion. Obviously I have my babies that come, and I got to work around them. I got to put them first, so I do that. Card of the day. Hey, we got the Emperor upright again. So again, this is where we need to have that wisdom, that inner wisdom, knowing when to move, how to move. I think that the universe is calling us to really, be guided with our intuition of what's going on in our situations with other people in the outside world. I think an Emperor has a very, very good idea of what's going on outside, what to pay attention to, what to ignore, who's planning on, invading, who's not, who are we planning to invade, definitely war aspects for sure when it comes to a Emperor. So it's just, I think the universe doesn't want us to get caught slipping. We need to be the Emperor that sees, steps ahead in the chessboard of life. So I hope that helped. And until next time, one love.
Cause your vibe may be different, can shine in your eyes when I'm missing. Your body Ferrari, but your mind is my interest. You find in the sky, we gon' ride the ecliptic like a Mercury transit.